Oh, there we are.
My dashboard, and then I will be ready. Can someone turn off the audio? Well, I guess listen to the screen and make sure we have good audio.
Oh, shit. I guess some of us should talk so that they can actually hear to see if there's something over there.
Right, I can't listen though because it's gonna start bouncing back and forth between my recording and mine.
Yeah. So, is Twitch working?
Should be.
Let me reload the page. I'm just getting a little spinning graphic.
Joe, when I pull up a new page, how do I bring all the current players there?
So what you just do basically is you drag like a box around them, and you're going to basically copy. They all get selected, and then you just basically copy, right click on them and copy, and then you paste them on the new page.
That makes sense. You four are coming with me.
I'll be right back. Just going to get some water. That's very strange. Have to remind myself not to look at the Twitch when you haven't loaded the map for us yet. I'm like, wait, why isn't it loading?
Right.
Hey, Joseph, did you log in as a player?
I'm a player, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was one thing I had to make sure I always remember to do is go rejoin as a player so I didn't see the GM layer.
Yeah, I just looked over at the Twitch tab I have open, and I'm like, wait, that's not what I see on the other, but I thought it was lagging at first, and then I realized he was doing stuff on his end. So.
This gotta work. Sure, he is perfect. Alright. So, let's go back to the cabin.
So what kind of powers did everybody get with their...
Yeah, I learned a couple of new spells. I got Silent Image, which is another illusion spell. It lets me create a 15-foot cube image, and I can move it. I can use my action to move it and keep it going. It doesn't make any sound, but. And I also added Detect Magic, which is a ritual. I got that since I only got one new spell slot, got 2 new spells, so I added a ritual which I can use without having to take a spell slot. And I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, which seems like it might be useful sometimes.
Like, is that a passive detection, or is it active? You have to like actually say, "I want to."
Yeah, I'll have to. To cast a ritual, you have to take 10 minutes to kind of focus on it, and then once it's up, it'll last for another 10 minutes. So that's kind of useful if we're searching a room and looking for some hidden magical item, or if we want to really take a look around a certain place.
And I picked up Hunter's Mark and Hail Thorns. Hail Thorns is an area of effect. And added 2 on both the hit and the damage on my longbow.
Alright, and for me, I got 2 things. One is Feral Instinct, which means I just basically get advantage whenever I roll for initiative. So I roll 2 dice for that and take the higher. Which is good for my character since I'm the tank. I kind of want to jump in front of anything coming. And the second one is Reckless Attack, which I can grant myself advantage on a melee attack. And if I do so when I'm not raging, then people who are attacking me also get advantage. But if I'm raging, I just get advantage automatically. And that's pretty much it. I did get a lot of hit points, so I'll be standing in front and taking stuff.
Yeah, I think my hit points are almost as much as yours were at first level now. So.
Yeah, I'm up to 27 now.
27. I've got 14.
I got 16.
Yeah, the barbarian rolling that 12 dice is nice.
Okay, so I have my professional lighting on now. So you all were approached at the end of the last adventure you guys had, which was the first adventure you guys had, during the bandit hideout and subsequently the tomb of the skeleton ghost thing. So, Andrew, can you remind us, you got some bracers, I think, is that right?
Yes, the bracers of archery, which are they're adding 2 to I believe it's the damage. Yeah.
Sweet.
So now you guys are back at the end. As I was telling Ejor and Jortix earlier, Jamokrid said he got summoned by Sister Agnes to come visit the temple and to report his findings. So he's going to be gone for just a little bit, maybe 2 weeks. And Adric says he found some capitalistic opportunities in another part of the world for now, and Murray, she's still a little bit iffy on you guys, so she's gonna take a little bit to warm up to you all, so that if the person Lee joins us, Murray will be back with you all. But our core group are you 3 guys. Jortix, Kigor, and Doran, and let's not forget Ona, Kigor's little pup, and Alfred, which is Jortix's familiar. So the scene now is you guys are looking for some more work, I guess, and you are approached for work by none other than the leader of this town, Handel. Handel is a human with an apparent keen sense for coin. Despite his town's small population, he has somehow kept it thriving, comparatively for other small towns in the region. There's not a whole lot of apparent commerce going on, but somehow he's made this really small crossroads into a fairly profitable crossroads. He approaches you all. He has a regularly scheduled visit to the town of, I'm sorry, I don't know, is it Gamor? Is that correct, Joseph?
Gamor, yes.
Okay. He has a regularly scheduled trip to Gamor. Probably every other month he goes down there. It takes him roughly a week to get down there and a week to get back. He is looking for an escort. He has his normal personal guard, but he likes to take a few more guys. His normal guard, as he approaches you, you can see two pretty thick-headed louts, two humans named Edo and Varl. You've seen them around the tavern. They're not the brightest of fellows, but they look pretty strong, and they have a pretty big devotion to Handel. You must pay him pretty well. You know that he keeps company with 3 archers, and they will join you, but they're more in a survival sense. They go and they look for scrounge for game, and they keep watch and stuff like that. Edo and Varl, they are his personal bodyguards. So he approaches you, and he needs a few more hands. He says he'll pay you 180 gold to go down there and back with him, which is quite a lot of money for you guys. That's where we set it last. So are you guys going to accept Handel's offer?
What do you think, boys?
Sounds pretty good to me. That's 60 each.
Yeah, I could use a trip to Gamor. Sounds like a fun time.
I could use some cash.
Right, Handel says. That sounds fantastic. We'll be in Gamor for roughly 6 or 7 days. We will leave on the morrow. So take your time tonight and gather any supplies you need. It is about a week's journey down the path. Leaving sharply in the morning. Alright, so if there is anything you guys need, do you need to buy health potions? You don't have a cleric with you.
Yeah, I think we probably want to get a couple of health potions. Do we want to buy 2 of them and then have all of us chip in? Because I think Skippy, or I guess Dorn, could carry him since he's probably going to be the one needing the health potions.
I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember how much money I have.
I think it was, I want to say it was like 76 apiece we got from the last one. So whatever you had to begin with, left over plus that. I've got 106 gold and 14 silver.
Alright, so I had I had 40 before we started.
Okay, so add 76 or something in that area. I think that was the.
Alright.
How much are healing potions?
Health pots.
How much are the healing potions?
Potions are 50.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Well, I'll buy one just because I know I'm going to use one.
I'll buy one too. I got plenty of extra gold, so.
all right. I guess I will as well if we can.
One apiece is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no cleric, it's...
Okay. Do you all need anything else in town?
No, I think I'm good for the moment.
No, I think I've got my wand and my dagger and my Alfred.
I'm gonna refill on arrows. I don't know how much they cost or anything, but
You can fletch your own for all I care.
okay.
Yeah. I am
Keeping
not.
track of ammunition.
I-
I didn't keep track of how many I shot, but
That is okay. I'm going to say, I mean, if for some reason you have to shoot 20 arrows in between your short rests, I guess you can go in with a sword if you want to roleplay that much. But, yeah.
yeah, I don't feel like counting them.
Yeah. Yeah, counting ammo is not something I'm interested in the least. So, we are
That's
good to go then. So,
all right.
Hamdel checks in one more time at the tavern. You all still good? All right. See you in the morning. So we are going to transition to the morning. And let me know when you can see
Yeah.
the road.
Is this a yellow
Oh,
brick?
yep, I see it.
It's not the yellow brick road. It is just a road with some poorly drawn.
We are off to see the wizard.
Yeah, there you go. I am not one for a lot of realism. I'm just gonna put the stuff on there and let you guys run with the rest.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right, you are about.
Where's is Handel on this?
Yeah, he is this guy. He was the guy. I just took him from the inn. He's this guy.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So here we see in the front of the wagon we have Edo, and Boral. You get to meet the three archers. The two on the side there that look alike, they are brothers. Their name are Greeley and Gonick. And the guy to the left of your screen is Festin. Festin seems to be the most useful of any of the guards, including Edo and Barl. The first 2 days alone, he's come back with game for interestingly enough, the 6 of them. Handel's been a little bit rude to you guys. He hasn't really shared his food outside of the hardtack and the apples and the cheese. If someone give me a survival check, and we'll see if you get any fresh game.
Well, I just wanted to mention that one of my abilities as a guide is that I can find food for up to 6 people as well. So if they're not sharing, I can always get some of our own.
It's true. Well, Andrew's got us covered for now. He
Okay.
spots a rabbit quick as you can, shoots it very deftly, skins it, and prepares it for you guys. But you're a little bit concerned about the cold shoulder that Hamdel's giving you. You must think that he's just busy in his books. He's looking at a ledger an awful lot throughout the first 2 days. So as you're walking along, I need let's just say the first 2 days were uneventful. On the third day, we're just in the middle of a forest. It's on the road from the town we were in and on to
Valderheim.
Gamor. Valderheim, there you go. On the road from Valderheim to Gamor, the southern road, because it heads south, and not many people come north, so it's the southern road. It's the road is packed pretty closely in between the forest at this point. I need perception checks from everybody.
Did Jortex come on? I don't see him on the board.
Yeah, I'm right down.
George,
Where?
It's the new and improved Jortex.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and if you guys want to arrange your characters for like a marching order, go ahead and do that. But I put it
You're,
in some order.
your name's not below you like the other characters.
Oh, it should be.
You got to make it visible for the non-GMs.
Oh,
So you're seeing it, but for the non-GMs can't see it.
What checks did you say you need? Perception?
Perception.
yeah,
Yeah.
perception from everybody. 17, 11, 17. Alright. I'm not really sure how to show it. I'm sorry, we're going to have to deal with that somehow. They can see it on Twitch. That's all. That's the most important part right now. So the people that rode. Okay, so Dorn and Kijor. You don't really catch anything. It's just kind of like out of the corner of your eye. You think you hear a sound and you look. You might see like a moving of a branch, but as soon as you turn your head, there's nothing there. And this persists through the third day. There just doesn't seem to be any tangible being there to the sound. You're starting to get a little bit worried about something being just off to the corner of your eye. If you want to voice your
Do they?
feelings.
Yeah. If you
Is
guys
it pretty
wanna-
consistently on one side? Is that what we're...
You've seen it from both sides of the path. The wagon moves pretty slow. It's being pulled by just a couple of horses. It's moving pretty slow. And you guys, unless you're telling me otherwise, you guys have kept pretty close to the wagon. And so you're thinking that maybe something is crossing the path ahead of or behind you, because you see it on both sides.
Well, have you guys told Jortix about the?
You haven't told anyone yet, so
Okay.
it's on Dorn and Kijor right now.
Okay.
I have a feeling we're being followed.
Followed? Who would want to follow us?
So
I can go scout around and see if I find anything.
Well, if we think there's something out here, I'm gonna cast my mage armor on myself and make sure I can maybe hold up a little better if we get into a tussle.
you want to make that a reaction, so you don't waste a spell slot, or do you want to cast it now?
I can just if we.
You can hold it. You
Yeah,
can,
I'll
like,
just-
ready. You can
I'll
ready.
hold it,
You
yeah,
can ready
okay.
your action. Yeah.
I'll ready it. Yep. And if we go into combat, I'll do that. That makes sense.
All right. So Skippy is out. Skippy's out foraging. He's out scouting a little bit. I'll have him roll a nature and a perception when he gets back. But Kijor, do you want to do any scouting?
What I would like to do is hang back a little bit as the wagon moves on.
Okay.
And, hide. So I'm going to do a stealth and try to hide myself as the wagon moves on and see what's out here.
Okay, so sure, you can give me, like, I'm moving the wagon a little bit. We're just gonna. Alright. So roll me a stealth check. Oh, you did.
Yep.
20. We're gonna put you. Which side of the road would you like to be on? Because you can't really stealth in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I'm going to hang over here. Or
Okay.
edge of the forest here.
Okay, sure. Alright. Whatever. I want to be able to see you guys, so. Alright. So you and Ona are stealth. Nothing seems to pop out on this side of the forest. What's your passive perception? I don't have that in front of me.
What would that be?
What's your perception bonus?
It is 5.
So you have a 15 then. All right. So yeah. Let me 1 second. Let me get to myself. My bad. You actually do hear some more noise, but it sounds far away. But it definitely sounds like either one or two somethings are out there. They're not coming any closer to you.
Okay. Are they from my side of the road or the other side?
They are on your side of the road. Yes.
Okay. I can try to move stealth, right? At like half
So
speed.
You can move stealth, yes. And you can keep stealth until I need another roll from you. I'm going to use your 20 for a certain amount of time.
Okay. I'm going to move into the forest a little bit here.
Okay.
And
Does that hide it from you if you move in there?
what's that?
Is your token hidden from you?
No.
Okay.
I could.
All right.
Yeah, I can still see it too.
All right. Can you see anything on the right of the path? Can you guys see anything on the right of the path? Like
I
Yes.
see a bunch of guys in the right of the path.
crap. All right. Whatever. The mystique is gone.
Well, yeah, we're not reacting to them, so
Whatever, it's
we're
fine.
player knowledge, character knowledge. So.
Whatever. I guess I don't know how this thing works. So whatever.
There's you can put it on the GM layer. I think you've probably got it on the him on the token
It's
layer, but
probably
it's
on the tokens layer. Great.
yeah, not
Whatever.
a big deal.
All right, so you roll me an active perception. So roll me perception. Okay, you hear the sound again, and you turn your head, and you see a small creature. It's humanoid. You see a small creature dart. He's probably 200-300 feet out from you, and you don't think you can catch up to him, but you definitely see a humanoid creature, small, running away from you.
In the forest? Yeah, in this side?
Into the forest, yes. Not running towards the party.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna move up the direction the wagon's traveling, but still stay in the forest,
okay. Sure thing.
and still try to stay stealth here. So,
All right.
so I'm now like parallel with the wagon, but off to the side.
Sure thing. Roll me another stealth. All right, then you're pretty stealthy, dude. You see a twig that you're about to step on, but you hop over it and you yank Ona up by the scruff. She doesn't step on it either. You are soundless. You are. you are the trees. So I kind of want Skippy to be here before we get into this part.
Okay.
How about we go to Jortix? Jortix, do you want to discuss the findings of Kijor and Dorn with the guards? Have you been talking to the guards at all in these first couple of days?
Well, yeah, I can. I've been trying to. They're not much interest. They don't seem much interested in books, which is mostly what Jortix likes to talk about.
Right.
But yeah, I think they probably are not sure what to make of a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about their swords and stuff. But I've been showing them a couple of tricks that I've got up my sleeve and making objects appear out of nowhere for them.
Sweet.
We've got a little rapport going, I think.
All right. So you think you have a little rapport, but you do definitely notice they're just giving you kind of monosyllabic answers, just grunts and stuff whenever you ask them things. But they kind of smile at you, kind of grin. So you might have something there. But Edo and Barrow, they are for sure not the bookish types. Feston actually He does strike up a little bit of conversation. Gonick and Greeley, they just they're off together a lot, just being doing brotherly things. Have you tried to talk with Hamdall, the leader of town?
I would like to talk to Hamdall.
Sure. I mean, Edo and Barl are not going to stop you from approaching the wagon. They kind of give you a look, but Hamdall is riding in the wagon. I can't really. I guess we can put him on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're just walking in town.
I'll walk up
Yeah.
along next. Okay.
All right. You approach Hamdall, and he has his he's just looking through his ledgers. He sees you. Kind
I
of,
see.
Kind of humps in the.
I'm kind of trying to peek up over the edge and maybe see if he's got anything interesting in the books he's working on over there.
Sure. I need a perception and a.
Roll perception.
I need a perception and a charisma. Just straight up
Ooh.
charisma.
A charisma, huh? Is there a way to roll with charisma?
There ought to be, maybe not.
Let me see. I can. Well, I don't have any bonuses on.
So you can just do a straight up D12.
I'll roll it as a.
Yeah, you can do it on your skills.
Well, I'll roll it as a performance.
Sure.
Since
Ugh.
I don't have any. Yeah, I've got a -1 there, so.
So
On your character sheet, on the skills page, if you go all the way down to the bottom, and there's all the unskilled, just like strength, dexterity, charisma, whatever.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, it did the same for me. Rolling it is. Okay.
So being quite small in
Very nice.
stature, you are, you're pretty average size gnome. You're tippy-toeing. You're trying to get a peek at his books, and you do notice you do catch a little bit. It's mainly figures. I mean, you don't really see any names or any places or anything like that. But you do catch numbers. It seems like he's actually looking at a ledger of something. But he turns and he says, "Oh, hello. Being a little nosy, aren't you?" Your charisma.
Oh, well, I just like to learn new things, and I was curious about these books you're working on. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, no offense, but I have found wizards to be quite book smart. But when it comes to matters of coin, I see you all just spending it here and there, spending coins on learning new spells. I mean, don't you have enough spells already?
There's no such thing as enough spells. If I could learn every spell, I would do that. I don't know where to find them all.
I suppose it's not really anything interesting. Did you need something?
Well, my companions have noticed that they think we might be being followed.
Really? We've never had
Yeah,
people like that before.
I haven't seen anything myself, but these fellows that we're with are pretty handy out in the forest, and I trust them to know what they're talking about.
Edo, Varl, have you guys noticed anything? They just no, boss, no, and he kind of looks at you again and roll me a.
What?
Actually, wait. He's going to make an insight check. Ooh. He 100. He pretty much believes what you're saying, straight up. Well, Festin, come here. And the little mousy archer comes up beside him. Hi. Sure thing. Yeah, boss. What do you need? Why don't you go take a look off the path for us? I wouldn't mind having a couple of squirrels either. Could you bring back a couple of those? There's been reports from Dorn and Kijor here of perhaps being followed. Feston has a very dubious look on his face. He thinks that he would have noticed something like this before. And okay, well, I'll go hunt. And he runs off this way. Away. He noticed where Kijor went, and he went the opposite way of Kijor. And you know that he knows where Kijor was. And he just went the complete opposite way of that.
Okay. Can I do an insight to see if I think they're trying to, if they maybe know about this, or if I believe them that they're questioning whether we're being followed?
Sure. Just give me an insight roll. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
7.
Well,
As far as you can tell, I'll give you an answer appropriate for a 7 here. As far as you can tell, you don't believe that they. You do believe that they are doubtful of being followed. They seem to be rather surprised by the revelation from you.
all right.
Do we think they're in on? I mean, I don't know. It sounds like the one Archer guy is acting a little suspicious. Are we leery of him specifically?
You kind of missed a little bit. Let me catch you up real fast. Kijor went off a little bit into the woods, and he actually caught a glimpse. He hasn't told you yet, but just from your character, not from what you're going to be reporting, he saw a bit of a humanoid running away from him. So, and then Jortix just came and talked with Handel, and they just seem to be not that concerned, but a little bit surprised about the revelation. Let's go back to Kijor. Are you going to stay here, or are you going to come back closer to the wagon? You haven't told them yet about the humanoid.
Right. The humanoid is now out of my sight, or
you don't
ring
see
off?
him. You don't see him.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to head back and report my findings.
Okay, sure. And I'll get on that. There. Woof, woof, woof. So go ahead and tell what you see.
So since Dorn and I have been the ones that have seen, I'm going to kind of chat with him first and let him know that I did in fact see something, not just a glimpse, but an actual sight.
So what did you see?
First, are you guys chatting or whispering?
I'm kind of taking him aside and whispering out of earshot of everybody else first.
So are you going to kind of wander a little bit further ahead, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll say this is far enough. Whatever. I'm not too stickler about the distances here.
We are in fact being followed. There's a little humanoid character that ran off when he saw me. So we're not alone out here. You think we should tell the others?
Yeah, I think we should let them know what we found, and I think maybe one of us on one side of the road, maybe just like a step into the woods, and the other on the other side of the road, a step into the woods, just to keep an eye on things.
It sounds like a good idea.
Alright, so I guess we decided to go back.
Okay. So as you're approaching back, you hear from the woods, "Ah!" You hear a scream. And all you can hear is,
Great.
"Nasty little fuckers!" And so they, you hear something coming from where.
Does it sound like Feston?
Yes, it sounds like Feston. Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so it sounds like I'm gonna run in that direction. He ran off this direction. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can, unless I tell you specific for movement, you can move as much as you need to. I will tell you.
All right.
Okay.
Break
So
out
I
the
got,
rulers.
all right, well, then I'm heading towards him then.
All right.
Can I roll a perception and see if I can see anything from that direction? Or? I guess-
Sure. Go ahead. You can roll for it.
Okay.
All right. 18.
18.
You see Dorn crashing through the woods.
Okay.
You see him pretty well, but you don't see anything.
Okay. I am going to tell Handel that I think I'd better go. I'm going to ask him if he wants me to go with them or to stay here to help protect the wagon.
Well, Handel did notice the screen, and Garnick and Greeley, with your 18 perception, actually, you kind of catch a. I wouldn't say a worried glance. It's just that was slightly unexpected glance from them.
Okay.
And they kind of edge closer to the forest, but they're not following Dorn. Edo and Barl
Okay.
have not moved from Handel's side.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that Handel is gonna be well protected, and I'm gonna go follow behind Dorn here,
Sure.
kind of a safe distance behind him, picking my way slowly through the brush instead of just charging headlong.
Sure.
Right, yeah. And I'm going to move forward of the wagon into the forest
Okay.
so that I can still see the wagon.
Sure.
And I'm going to try to take some cover here and hide.
All right. You are successfully stealthed. If you wouldn't be able to see yourself in a mirror right now. You're stealth. All right. So we're gonna have Dorn and Jortix finding Festin here in a second. Kijor, are you coming closer to Dorn and Jortix, or what's your path of movement here?
Well, I don't know exactly what the tree configuration here is, but I want to keep an eye on the wagon and on my companions at the same time here. So,
Sure. It's not too hard to see the wagon.
Is the wagon still moving forward?
It is actually still moving forward. It is not. Handel
Okay.
hasn't stopped it. Whenever you voiced your concerns, he looked up. He seemed a little bit like, yeah, you probably should go check it out. But he didn't actually say anything. He just went back to his books.
yeah, so I'm going to kind of wait here as the wagon's moving up and you guys are moving into the forest, as long as I can see both of you still.
Sure.
If you guys disappear, I'll move a little bit closer to you, but if you get far enough away.
Did you leave
Okay.
Ona with the wagon, or did you want her with you?
No, she's back with the wagon still, yeah.
All right, so I can move all of them together. All right, they
She's a little squishy.
I'm going to say in the meantime of the conversation with Dorn and Jortix, they move up to here. So back to Dorn and Jortix, you're several
All right.
several feet in front of Kijor, and you come across Festin. He has an arrow sticking out of his arm. Oh my God! What? Oh, did you see them? Did you see them?
Festin, what happened?
Goblins. It's goblins. They're in the woods. And he points.
Did you see how many?
Well, I saw the arrow that hit me. It's right here in my arm.
Huh.
He
He must not have rolled an 18 on his perception.
I don't know if I can shoot. I need to hold my bow up.
Well,
Which direction was it? So, wait,
He points. I mean,
okay,
he tells you which way they are.
all right.
It's
okay.
away
Should
from the
we
wagon.
We should send him back to the wagon and kind of scout ahead.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna.
can see Kijor, but he's kind of far away to talk with.
Okay, well, I think I would assume that he's doing what he needs to do.
You guys are gonna send.
If we start moving north here. He's probably, I'd assume he's going to follow. So
Sure. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna actually move Key George a little bit closer. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag you guys. Are you guys gonna follow to where Festin pointed?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I would do.
All right.
Well, I should say I assume I'm going to follow Dorn, and if Dorn is going that way, I'm certainly not leading the way myself. But
All right. So
all right.
quick balancing act here, and you can't see it on Twitch. Let me move myself so you can see it on Twitch. All right. So.
Works.
All right. So you all come across a just a slight, like a glade almost, and you see it's a glade full of rocks, like kind of boulders. It seems pretty quiet. And there's no goblins that you can see right now. Someone give me perception.
Perception.
Well, that's pretty good. That one's not so good. It's a crit fail. Kijor, how close? You saw them moving. Are you getting closer to them, or are you staying the same distance?
No, I need to stay back.
Okay.
Or I can stay back.
Sure thing. Alright, so, Dorn, this is what you see. You see several large rocks, several boulders in this clearing, and pretty far away from you, you see the top of a bow, just kind of sticking out a little bit from one of those rocks. I'm gonna say you see that guy positioned there, which
Okay.
without the magic of Fog of War, I've revealed everything. But for all you know, you see this here. Hold on, let me roll for the others, and I will tell you how many you see. Not see him. Alright. You also see one other figure from behind a rock, and he looks big. I mean, he does not look like a goblin. You've actually never seen... You've seen goblins before, and you know they're kind of short. You've never seen a goblin this big. You see his shoulder... You see his shoulder kind of peeking out from a rock. He is... this guy.
All right.
But there are... actually, if I was smart, there would be several boulders in this screen here, but I didn't think about it. And you'd have to play a guessing game. But we are kind of playing a guessing game. You see a big guy and you see a bow. And they are back. They are back a little bit.
All right.
If you're gonna talk and tell this to Jortex, you have to give me a stealth check.
Alright, so I'm going to give you a stealth check. And apparently I'm yelling.
You well,
Barbarian's not so stealthy.
Yeah, I do not have stealth as a skill.
I don't either. So
you're like, hey,
I'm a little.
hey, Jortex! You know, like, you're trying to whisper it, but God bless you, you can't
Stage
do it.
whisper.
Yeah, you are. It is a stage whisper.
Jortex, I see two guys up there. One's huge.
And then you don't need a perception for this. You hear a, huh? You hear like a grunt. So any notion of surprise from either party is now gone. So
Are we rolling for
you're
initiative?
not rolling yet. Someone's gonna have to make the first move, and then we'll roll for initiative. So,
All right. Well, I would suggest trying to talk to them, but I don't think any of us are adept at that. And
Well, I do have intimidation, I think.
you
Actually,
could,
no, I don't have intimidation. Never mind. I thought I had intimidation.
maybe I don't. Do I? Let's see. Oh, I will try to persuade them. I will use persuasion. I'm gonna say, "There's no reason to fight. Why don't you guys just head out of here, and I won't have to melt your bones."
oh dear. So as you
Yeah,
step
well.
out, you're gonna have to step out to the clearing just a little bit.
Okay, you want me like up here next to Dorn or up in front?
No, you just have to be just at Doran's level. Let me
Okay. I'll
let me draw this out for you.
You could move him wherever he needs to go too. So.
All right, did that get lighter at all for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So now
That's the.
this is the clearing,
just-
pretty much. All right.
Okay.
And there are, just imagine there are, 6 or 7 boulders. They do not look like they got there naturally. It's like, you can probably guess that the goblins have been moving them into this clearing to set up ambushes. So, as you say this, you hear, he's lying. Don't believe him. But, oh wait, do none of you speak Goblin?
I do not speak Goblin.
Well, I guess he says it in
Nope.
He says it,
Okay. Yeah. No, I've got. Nope.
yeah, and
I
then,
have Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
sure. And then you hear something in a language that you do not understand. And, 1 second. Ooh, never mind. And no, 2 arrows come whizzing past Jortik's head.
And
They
we're
did
rolling
not
for
connect.
initiative.
They did not connect whatsoever.
Yikes.
All right,
Whoops.
let's roll initiative.
Woo!
Oops.
Wizard speed.
Oh, my.
you go.
Yeah, 1 second. There we go. Oh, and I get to roll again,
Oh, you get advantage there.
so I get the best of those.
Sure thing. All right, let me roll for everybody here. 1, 5.
Oh, I didn't realize that the turn order thing was something the players couldn't see.
Yeah, I could see it last week. I don't know why I'm not seeing it this week. I don't know if that's something that the GM has to turn on for everybody to see, but I was able to see it last week.
How would I?
But you can-
do that?
You can. There's a little tool for the turn order you can put up there just to. I was keeping track of it in my book most of the time, except I think last week I ended up rolling it up in there.
All right, so we've got 18. What is your? Do you have a dex bonus, Joseph?
That included it, I think. It was.
Yeah, that roll should have included the dex bonus.
Yeah.
You
It
tied,
was a-
so
it was
I
a-
don't know who has the higher dex.
Oh, it's 3.
You have
3.
3. Okay. So you're gonna
Yep.
go first. So that's George. All right. As 2 goblins stepped out that you could see to fire the arrows at you, they are no longer covered. But
Okay.
you do not see the thing. You do not fully see the thing that gave the orders to them. All right. So let me finish up.
But we see this guy and this guy now.
You do now fully see those No, you don't. You still don't see this guy.
The two archers are the ones we.
This guy is.
Okay.
Oh, the two archers, yeah.
Yeah, this guy is supposed to be completely hidden from you. He is supposed. You are not supposed to know he's there. So.
All right.
Kijor, you. I'm going to give you a round to move up. You do hear Jortix's plea and subsequent yelp as the arrows fly past him.
Okay.
So you can go
Can
ahead.
I see any of these guys from where I am, or
You can see the front archer. You can see the front archer.
this guy? Okay. I'm not going to move up yet, since I can actually see the target. So I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay. We're gonna wait. We have to wait for. You're gonna wait. Yeah. It's gonna be at Jortix's go. You
Oh,
are
okay.
first. You are first.
All right. Jortix wants to cast sleep,
Okay.
and I'm going to target probably a spot right between these two guys, and it's a 20-foot radius. So I guess to figure out who gets caught in that, we'd have to go. I guess it would, because I know I only see the two archers, so I'm just going to make sure I try to catch them in it.
Okay. I'm gonna let you catch either. I'm gonna let you. So when you
Well-
catch this, when you catch it, I'm gonna say just from my scale point of view, you can get
Okay.
you can get.
Yeah, I guess this isn't.
You can get any. You can get any two for sure, but it's going to take like a kind of a lucky roll to guess where
Well-
that fourth guy is. So I mean,
Okay.
I know you can see the big
Yeah.
one, so
Yeah. Okay. I'm
it's
just.
be a luck
I'm
roll
just
to
gonna.
get that hidden dude.
I'm just gonna center it kind of right between the two archers that I can see,
Okay.
and whatever it gets, it gets.
Okay,
I guess.
sure. So yeah, we're saying
that's-
put here. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Kind of like that. Okay.
And I roll 5d8.
Yep.
And that number of hit points of creatures fall asleep, starting at the smallest
The lowest.
current hit point.
Yes, correct. So roll it up.
17.
So you see the two
Not some great
goblins.
rolls.
You see one you see the goblin in the front just slam
Uh-huh.
forward. He just hits the ground,
All right.
and you see the
This
goblin.
one?
That's this guy?
Yes, you see the goblin in the back. He slouches against the rock. So you've put the two archers to sleep.
Cool. And
It is now.
I'm gonna move back a little bit. Well, no, I'm not gonna. I don't have any reason to move back. I put those archers to sleep. Those are the guys that shot at me. I'm feeling pretty good next to Dorn here, so
Okay.
I'll stay there.
Alrighty. Who rolled?
Dorn has got a 13, but I don't know what the bad guys are at.
Is actually. They are just asleep, right? They don't make any save. Oh, do they?
Okay. Yeah, they're just asleep.
They are just asleep. All right.
Makes
so,
me wish I'd used that last time.
there is a sleepy archer sleeping next to the rock. All right. It
Well,
is, oh wait, sorry. Yeah. That's right.
Maybe I'll make sure they don't get a save. I don't think.
No, they don't get a save. I remember how it works. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
What's the duration on your sleep spell?
It lasts a minute.
It is a minute. 10 rounds.
Yeah, it's 10 rounds.
Wow.
But
10 rounds, or if they take damage, I think they wake up.
you see a large bit of movement followed by huh? What? And you see a hulking creature turn around and like he is going to slap that archer back there. He's going to hit it. He's going to hit it for. All right. He's going to almost kill that thing. He's going to hit it for some damage, and that archer's going to wake up. So
Yep.
you see this guy get slapped the shit out of, and he kind of shakes his head and he wakes back up.
Okay.
And you then see that figure. He goes back to hiding behind the rock. It is
What
now.
a Brady cat.
It is now. It's now Dorn's turn.
Well, I'm gonna run at the big creature, and just basically gonna attack him pole arm. Use my glaive.
Sure, go for it.
So here's my attack. 22,
That is going to hit.
and then damage
Ooh.
is 13.
All right. Let me get his official health points. I have. 1 second. Oh yeah, he is. Ooh, you hit him pretty good. All right. So you sticking with the pointy end. He does not like that very much.
So I've seen that guy, the big guy now.
Yeah, you have seen him.
Can I do some kind of intelligence to see if I can recognize what he is?
Sure, roll. Yeah, roll for it.
Would that be investigation or
History, probably.
history? Not that I'm going to know anything, but I'm
20.
curious.
That is a bugbear. You have read about them before. That is, bugbears are, for the lack of the better word, they lead goblins because they're bigger than goblins. They're cousins to them, and
Okay.
they are just as violent and stupid as goblins. They are just bigger than them. They have
It's
the
a big
tendency to
goblin.
wear armor, whereas not all goblins do the same.
All right.
Alrighty. He screams, "Roar!" And it is now Kijor's turn to attack.
Okay, so I can still see only this guy here.
You can see the sleepy guy. Give me a perception to see if you can see the bugbear. See if you can see enough cover of him, or uncovered of him. No, you don't get enough of a glance of.
Can you see that archer, the one that's awake?
You can see the one that's awake back there in the back.
Okay, so I know the bugbear is nearby, but I can't see him.
Right. You
So,
see Dorn go into the clearing up near the rocks, and you see him poke something, but you don't have a good shot at it.
So I am going to cast my Hail of Thorns
Sure.
and take a shot
Uh-oh.
at this guy here.
All right.
How big of a area does that affect?
It's a 5 foot radius, so it would be this
okay.
guy plus the
Plus whatever's within 5 feet.
the adjacent
5
square.
foot? Yeah, it's probably not going to hit him. If you wanted to, you could roll luck. I could give you a luck roll, so that would be, I don't know what you'd call it. Give me a dexterity check. If it's bigger than a 16, you can hit him too. Nope. All right.
Okay.
So roll for damage. You unleash the Hail of Thorns as part of your basic attack, right?
It's in addition to.
Yeah. So,
So
the next time you
it's-
fire. Yep.
So if it hits, it basically affects the next hit. So if this hits, then the Hail Thorns hits.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so he's got 13.
So 13 is not going to hit the goblin, but he is going to roll to dodge the Hail of Thorns.
Is it?
Well, the Hail Thorns only hits if my
It
thing
says in
hits.
addition to the normal
Right?
effect of the attack, so I think it's just going to make that no matter what.
Next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon
Oh,
before
that's if
the
you hit a
spell.
creature. I see.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. So you can keep it up. I got you. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So now it's just kind of. Yep.
Yeah, it's going to go wide.
So
It's gonna
as
go
long
wide.
as he's concentrating.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It goes wide and
Pretend.
then nothing hits. So you haven't lost your Hail of Thorns. You're waiting to hit something. All right, so that was Kijor's go. All right, the archer. The archer is now awake, so he's gonna look up, and he's gonna see Dorn right in his attacking his his leader, and he's going to roll a 19. Does that hit?
Yes, that'll hit.
All right, you'll take 6 damage.
Okay.
Little ouchie. Alright. It is now. Alright, so, as Dorn runs past into the bugbear, a goblin pops out from behind the rock. This rock here, as you have so expertly seen before. I meant a goblin pops out, and he's gonna throw. He's gonna do 2 things. He's gonna throw a dagger at Dorn. He's gonna miss, and then he's gonna run up, and he's gonna take a swing at Jortix. He's gonna swing for.
All right. I want to.
Go for
I
it.
might. So I want to use my shield here.
Do you have to wait? Can you wait till after I
I-
clear?
I gain 5. Yeah. Let me see. I get to add 5 to my AC for a round as a reaction, but I'm not sure if I have to see what you roll first.
You can do it as a
Shield.
reaction.
Yep.
Okay.
1 reaction, which I take when I am hit by an attack or targeted by the magic. Okay, so it's got to be a hit for me to be able to. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he misses actually. So you just have a goblin wailing a symbol. Yeah. You. I guess. Do you have a staff? No.
I have a dagger.
Oh, so you just instinctively push up with your dagger and you somehow catch the blade or the hilt, the blade at the hilt, and you shove it away. And we're now
All
back
right.
to the talk. It is now your go, Jortix. You have a goblin right in your face.
Well, let's see. I can disengage and get out of dodge, or I'm gonna cast a minor illusion. I'm gonna make a box around myself with a little peephole in it so I can see out. I 5 foot by 5 foot. We'll make it look like a crate, or how about a barrel? A
Okay.
barrel with like the hole for the cork in the side of it,
Sure.
so I can peek out of it. And I don't want any part of this goblin in front of me, so I'm gonna
Okay.
put myself in a barrel.
What's
So
going to happen?
that's just an illusion, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just an illusion. So what's going to happen is that as you're casting a spell, he's going to take a swipe at you, but after that, the spell's going to go
Okay.
into effect. So he's going to
Okay,
swing at
so-
you. Oh, he is going to hit you
Oh.
for. It's a crit actually. So he's going to do 6 damage.
Okay.
You'll take 6, but then a barrel pops up, and he's going to roll. I'm going to roll intelligence for him. He sees a barrel. He swings. He swings really hard. He crits. So he swings really hard. He turns his head and everything. And when he comes back up, the wizard isn't there anymore. The gnome's not there. It's just a barrel. And he looks and and all right. It is the bugbear's turn. So he has Dorn right in his face. Dorn. Does a 13 hit? I don't think it does.
No, it does not.
No, it does not hit. All right, so he swings and misses. He has a giant morning star in his hand. It is now the archer is still asleep down there. Dorn, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna swing my glaive again
All right,
for another attack, and 14.
14 is gonna miss. Kijor's up next.
Well, that's a bummer.
Kijor, you can make another perception. You can make a perception check each round to see if the bugbear has uncovered himself. If you want to. You could now hit him with your hail of thorns but I'm still going to say you're at disadvantage to actually hit him with a bow attack. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, and is Dorn close enough to be hit with those thorns too if I target him?
If you're
Though?
targeting him.
Is it every creature or every enemy?
It's
It's
creature.
every creature within 5, so
He's going to have to make a dex throw. If he makes it, he can dodge the damage, unlike half. But the bugbear and the goblin will be hit unless they. Well, they're going to hit regardless. So.
I think I'm going to still take aim at the goblin then, if I can,
All right, sure.
because I don't want Dorn getting hit with thorns or have to
Sure.
worry about dodging away.
Alright,
Can I still shoot at him,
Yep.
or am I going to be shooting through
You're
Dorn?
uncovered. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Shooting through is not a thing.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, wait. Yeah. 15. 15 is going to hit, and he is. I mean, he's just going to go down. Before the hail of thorns even comes down, this guy's head is just split open. It just cracked open.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll the damage.
And
Does the hail of thorns hit the other guy?
Yeah, the two damage hits the bugbear. Yep. Skippy is lucky he did not get hit. I rolled for it. He did not get hit. It is now. So we have a dead archer in the back, a sleeping archer in the front, a bugbear that just missed Dorn, and
A goblin next to a barrel.
a goblin next to a barrel. So this archer is dead. Okay, it is now. He's gonna roll one more time. He's gonna roll intelligence one more time. No. He runs away from the barrel. He's gonna go searching in the woods, and he's gonna roll a perception.
See some arrows coming in.
Yeah. Roll me a dexterity, Andrew. He is not going to find you yet. It's going to take him till next turn to find you. So you have another turn. All right, Jortix, you're in a barrel.
All right, since I know this is an illusion, I can see out of it. I'm gonna cast a firebolt on the bugbear.
Sure. Yeah, you can see him now. Yep.
Let me. There's my firebolt in here. Somehow I have it at the very bottom of my spell list. Here. Okay, maybe I'll just roll it like this. Oh, crit fail. I miss.
Oh, is it crit fail? Yeah.
Crit fail. Yep.
Dorn, make a dex save.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I may have just fried you.
No, you're fine. You feel a little warm around the ears, but yeah, it doesn't hit you. So it is now the bugbear's turn.
Stop killing my goblins.
And
I liked him. He was my favorite cousin.
he's going to swing at Dorn. Yeah, for a 22. I believe that hits.
That hits.
Yep. So he's going to do 2d8. He can do 11 damage to you.
Ouch.
Yep. He takes a brutal strike, and with his morning star just cracks across your shoulder. It kind of stings really bad. It is now Archer's still sleeping. It is Doran's turn.
And Dorn just screams. He's really upset that he just got hit and that he's forgot to use his rage and his other abilities up to
Right.
this point.
Right.
So he enters a rage,
Sure.
and he's going to give himself advantage as
Sure.
part of that.
Yep.
And I am going to attack again with my glaive. So the first one was a 10, 16
16.
on the second one.
A 16 is going to hit him. Yep.
Alright, and then I'm going to do damage, and it's 8, and actually it's +2 to that because of I'm in a rage.
So he takes 10
So he does 10 damage.
So he has taken 23 damage.
Oh, you hurt, Clark.
All right, and he is not. I just ripped that from the starter set. You have hurt him pretty bad. He looks very incensed. He's actually going to scream so loud. He's going to attempt. It's going to attempt to wake up this archer. It's going to take a pretty loud check though. So he rolls intimidation. All right, versus the goblin's passive wisdom. All right, so the goblin wakes up, but he is not going to be able to act until next round. So the goblin comes to.
So we see him
You see him wake
coming
up.
around.
You see him wake up. Yep. All right. It is Keydor's turn.
Alright, so Kidro is, for a little guy, he depends on stealth and stuff. He sees this goblin coming,
Mm-hmm.
so he takes aim. And
It's going to hit. And for a 10 piercing, you kill him in one go. Yep.
right between the eyes.
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
him
gamble.
try. You see him try to duck behind some trees as he's coming to you, but he like kind of trips as he's coming around a tree. The perfect time to aim for him, right through the neck, and he just gurgles and falls over. Good hit. It is now dead man number 1, dead man number 2. Back to Jortix.
All right.
So, quick question: the guys in the wagon party, are they doing anything, or are they just? Do they have any idea what's going on over here?
They're going to join you next turn, but you might finish this up. So you didn't know that, but it took them a while to decide to come join you. It is.
All right.
It is Jortix's turn.
All right. I'm gonna shoot my firebolt at the bugbear again.
Okay.
See if I can catch him on fire. Hopefully, I don't hit Dorn.
All right, go for it. 7,
Oh.
11. No.
I crit failed. No, that was the damage. I have it set up to. So it crit fails again.
All right, you
Too
know,
low.
you know the drill. Okay, so it's just a 10.
So I have to roll dex again.
Yeah, just a 10.
Oh.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, good.
Okay.
You nimbly, you're like expecting it now. You just kind of like time it, and you jump again. You're like, yeah, great job over there. And it is the bugbear's turn to swing.
That's the wizard.
Ooh, I think that just barely misses you. Does a 16 hit?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, to you, Skippy.
Yes, 16 does hit.
Oh, it does hit. Okay, never mind. So he hit you. All right. So he is going to swing his 2,
Ouch.
4.
Little numbers,
Wait,
please.
do you have any? Do you get any defense bonuses being in the rage or not?
No.
You
Okay.
don't have plus AC.
I don't think there's any plus. I already have my thick hide, which is already my armor class.
I think you might.
But I don't get any additional.
Okay.
So that was 6.
You're down.
I'm not. No, I have 4 health points left.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is. Yeah, you should probably have taken less damage though. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, I forgot that.
One of those was a crit from him, so it's going to be. You're going to take full damage on that, but you'll take half for the other. So we're going to say that you've lost. You have 27 total hit points, and you've lost
Yeah.
23. You've lost. You're going to be at 10 total hit points.
All right. So
One of those is a crit.
It's a
so
little
it's going to
better.
ignore.
Not quite as bad.
Yeah, it's going to ignore that resistance. I do. That is another custom rule of mine. If you crit, it's going to ignore the resistances of. It won't ignore the immunity, but it will ignore the resistance of the target.
okay.
All right. Just
That
keep
makes
in
sense,
mind.
though.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you're at 10, and let's see here. It is now. All right. The archer has woken up. He is going to. So Jordan, you can keep up the illusion and cast the firebolt. Is that correct?
Yeah, that illusion's not the minor. That was a minor illusion
Okay.
because I'm small enough to fit in the barrel.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's not even a concentration spell. So.
Okay. So you just kind of have it setting there.
Yep.
Sure.
So it's like fireballs coming out of the barrel or
Yeah,
something?
I guess if he noticed my fireball coming out of it, he's probably going to see through it. But.
Well, he just woke up, so I'm not sure he noticed.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
archer, he
Yeah.
sees a fireball coming, but
Might
he,
be.
he doesn't know quite from where, so he's going to roll an intelligence. No, he's not going to put two and two together. So he's going to
Goblins are not very smart.
He's going to turn and he's actually going to pull out his scimitar and he's going to run up behind. He's now going to become this guy basically. We'll just train them out. He's going to
Okay.
He has his scimitar out and he is attacking Dorn. So he's going to roll a
Small number.
14 to hit.
Wait, my armor class is 14, so it's even. Does he have to beat that?
No, it's going to hit you. Yeah,
It's gonna
Okay.
hit.
if it matches it. All right, so he is small numbers though. He rolls. Oh, he does 1 damage, so you can't resist all of it, but you do resist. I mean, you just take 1 damage.
Okay, down to 9.
Yep. All right.
All right, we get
It is Kijor's turn. You can see
All
everything.
right. The little bear hasn't taken too much damage yet, right?
Which one?
The bugbear?
The bug-
Yeah.
He's taking a
The bugbear
heavy
is
chunk.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll just take a shot at this guy, the archer that just
Okay.
woke up here.
All right. So you'll take the guy that's now swinging at Dorn. Yep. Go for it.
Been one-shotting everybody else. So.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh.
One shot this guy. Dorn feels something hit brush his back leg, and it is a dead goblin that's doing that. So you kill him. Alrighty. So all the little guys are dead, and that means it is back to Jortix.
All right, I am tired
I
of my.
cringe.
Oh wait, sorry.
My-
It's the top of the next round. Sorry. You see, Kijor sees Gonic and Greeley come running. They have not done anything yet. They just come running up toward the edge of the clearing, and they stop.
Thanks, boys.
It is your turn, Jortix.
Perfect timing. Since my firebolt is not doing very well, I'm gonna cast. I'm within 60 feet of the boat.
Yeah, you're within that.
All right, I'm gonna cast create bonfire right on top of him.
Sure.
He needs to make a dex save to avoid the damage. I'm hoping he's not very nimble.
Is this a cantrip?
Yeah. It's in the elemental evil.
Oh, okay.
It's-
All right, sure. He needs to make a
It's
dex.
the elemental evil. Yeah, he makes a dex save on cast entering to enter the 5. It's a 5-foot cube. He has to save on when I cast it, when he enters it, and at the end of his turn.
Sure.
And it's 1d8 damage.
Sure.
If he saves, it's no damage.
He rolls a natural 20, so he's going to avoid
He
it.
saves. Okay, so there is a fire right
All right. So it is now the beginning of his turn. Does he have to save again?
At the end of his turn.
End of his turn. I guess I'm gonna roll intelligence. No, he doesn't. I guess he's like focused on Dorn, and he's being so nimble, he doesn't actually notice the bonfire. So he's going to.
I just drew the flare.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's gonna swing. He's gonna swing at Dorn. No, he's gonna miss. This would be a 13.
Yep.
That miss. Yep.
Nice.
So that's the end of his turn. So he has to save again.
Yes,
He doesn't know he has to save, but he is going to roll a 11. What is your DC?
13.
All right, so you roll 1d8.
13. So. Six.
He dies. He's like, what? Oh, I'm hot. No.
He dies standing in a fire.
He was too dumb to notice there was a fire rising up below him. You've solved my bugbear trap.
But there's one more, right?
No, they're all dead.
Okay, I thought we had this guy back here.
No, he died.
He died early on.
He died early.
I think
Okay.
Keyjord nailed him with
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the bugbear did most of the damage to him, waking him up.
Yeah, the bugbear did over half of his damage when he slapped him. So
Nice.
it was a full damage slap. So Gonic and Greeley, they burst out into the forest, into the clearing, and go, "Whoa! Wow! A bugbear! Oh my gosh! Are you guys okay?"
Well, they did a number on us, but we took care of business.
Thanks for finally showing up.
I suppose that's why they hired us.
I'm leaning really heavy on my glaive right now.
Mm-hmm. You notice that the bugbear he has hide armor and a morning star, but it doesn't seem to be any better than what you're currently wielding, unless someone else just wants a morning star.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Jortex looks at that and is not even sure he could pick it up, so he's...
Jortex would probably hit himself in the face.
Yeah, he might.
You might be.
The way you were rolling today.
Alright, so Gonic and Greeley, they're like, "Oh man, we gotta, oh, you're hurt, man." They know this Dorn, and wow, there's all kinds of arrows in these goblins. Man, you must be a really good shot. They just seem really, they're just kind of surprised, actually. So you guys want to look around this clearing?
How's Festin? Did he make it back to me?
Yeah, he's in the wagon. He's laying down right now. He doesn't look so hot. I think.
Well, yeah, he had an arrow in his arm.
Yeah, we noticed. It's kind of like he says he feels hot. So I guess it is. He's already fevering out. So you guys don't. Well, actually, roll perception for me.
Okay.
Due to all my damage, I am not very perceptive at the moment.
All right, so Dorn, you look around the rocks and you don't see anything. Keyjor and Jortex, you also look around the boulders. You don't see anything, but out of the corner of your eye, once again, you see movement, and it's coming from over here. It's farther than that, but it's coming from that area of
That direction.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. And but nothing accosts you right now. Nothing's bothering you. At the moment.
I'm gonna tell Keyjor that I saw that as well, and
Yeah, I saw it too. We're still not around.
yeah, I think we might be lucky that the friends didn't join in here.
All right, so you guys don't notice anything remarkable about this clearing. There's not. You can explore the forest but I'm gonna have to make something up if you do. So if you want to explore the forest,
Okay.
go for it.
No, I think we should head back to the wagon
Sure.
and kind of check back in with our charge here and make sure, see how he's doing with his books,
Sure.
his ledgers.
All right. As you all come back, Hamdall looks up and he says, "Oh, you're all alive. Well, you're much better than the other guards I've hired." And he
Nice.
he
I can see why you wanted us.
he says, "Indeed. I'll have to make a note of this in my book." And he very elaborately takes out his quill and starts making big, long strokes in his book. So, I'm going to say this is getting close to evening time.
Yep.
It's getting close to set up camp. Like you guys, setting up camp for you guys has always been, you just kind of pull the wagon over to the side of the road, set up a campfire. Everybody sleeps either right next to the wagon or just right on the edge of the forest there. So let's actually take this awesome bonfire.
Oh, I was just going to try to make one, but I'm not sure what color. I would apparently make it purple.
Skippy's got us covered. Skippy, being the guy he is,
Yeah.
he brings that bonfire from the bugbear over to here. Not really, but he builds a fire for us. He builds a campfire. Feston actually had picked off a squirrel before he got tagged by that goblin. He's not looking very hot. He looks stable. He doesn't look like he's on death's door, but he does not look healthy.
Well, if we're getting ready to take a rest here, I can do my detect magic ritual.
Okay.
And just to see if there's anything kind of arcane going on
Sure. What's
with
the range on
the
that?
wound he's got. 30 feet.
Okay. Go for it. All right. So ritual casting doesn't cost you anything.
Nope. I have to know the spell, but I don't have to have it prepared, and it doesn't cost a slot.
Right. And I'm not going to charge you the components. I will start charging if you start like doing it over and over again. But for
Okay.
now, we're not going to charge the components.
I mean, I guess I could use an Arcana check to see if it's a magical malady that's got him laid up. But
No, it's fine. You
we'll-
can cast detect magic. You do notice some magic coming from Hamdall's seat. You do not notice any magic coming from the back of the wagon. Hamdall has. It is from the enchantment school. Is that right? Is that a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually. You do sense enchantment magic coming from Hamdall's spot on the wagon. He.
Is there?
Give me a perception check. Just Jortex, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
You catch out of the corner of your eye Hamdall look up. Kind of gives you a slight, just a moment of a stare, and he goes back to his book. It's now evening time. Hamdall, as usual, he just draws a blanket, and he is going to sleep a long ways on the wagon seat. Edo and Barl take up their usual posts on either side. They are now like here and here. I guess Dorn's going to have to move just a little bit. All right. Yep. And your passive perception doesn't pick up anything. If you want to, before
Yeah. Do we want to
Is this
set
gonna
up
be a
watches, before you set up watches, one more time, if anyone wants to roll active perception, they can. All right, so Andrew, yeah, so Kijor is going to. All right, Kijor, you are very in tune. You have been on guard this whole time today, but you actually do not notice any more of the movement coming from off in the distance. You for now you're very in tune, but you do not see or hear anything coming off from the forest.
Okay.
And Jortex just doesn't notice anything. He's kind of keeping a sharp eye, but he just doesn't notice anything.
All right. So, how do we want to? Do we want to set up watches here for a couple hours? And are they other guards willing to? Are we willing to let the other guards take a watch, or do we not trust them?
Edo and Barl have been doing watches. They have been taking their turn on watches for the first 2 nights. The brothers and Festin, they've done probably one watch. Like between the 3 of them, they may have done just 1 or 2 watches between the 3 of them. So, and Festin is out. He's breathing steadily, but he is unconscious.
So we probably need to get him someplace to a healer that knows something about how to deal with that pretty quickly.
You can do a heal
How
check.
far are we from Gamor?
You're over halfway there. You are
Okay,
you have the better part. You have the better part of 3 days to get there.
okay.
You've been traveling for over 3 days now, and you'll probably get there on the evening of that 3rd day.
So I have a proficiency in medicine. What does that get me? Like basic first aid.
You can go try and stabilize him. If you roll high enough, you can be fairly confident he'll make it all the way to Gamor. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you patch him up. You kind of heat up the area around. You heat up your knife and kind of like edge the blade, the arrow head out, because stupid Barl, he just snapped it off. So you actually get the arrowhead out, and you kind of, there's some tension released, but he's just breathing again. He's still out.
Back to sleep.
Yep.
It would have to be the one you said was competent too. That's down.
Yeah. Yep. How
Now,
about that?
Yeah, shocking.
What a coincidence. Now, is this going to be a short rest or a long rest?
Well,
Because I'm in needing of some healing up myself.
that's up to you guys. But if you do get, I'm gonna say if you get 6 hours of rest, it's gonna be a long rest.
Yeah, I think I guess it's, to some extent, it's up to Hamville here. Does he want to, does he think he's kind of leading the band. Does he want to push forward to get there as quickly as we can to heal Festin, or?
Well, we've already made camp here, right?
Yeah, you've made camp. His demeanor.
He doesn't seem to care.
His demeanor has not really changed at all. Like, roll an insight, because I'll give you this information.
Yeah, he looks like he.
Oh, all right, yeah. Kijor thinks that as much as he's been scribbling figures in his book, if he doesn't have to pay Festin, then that's just reducing cost. So he is not concerned. So long you take it to think, so long as Edo and Barl have not come to any harm, that he is not going to be worried. So that's where we are for the night. Do you want to set up watches? Edo and Barl, they do take watch, so it's up to you to discuss.
I'm gonna. I need my full 6 hours tonight so I can heal up.
So
Kijor and Jortex, would you guys be willing to maybe take turns to watch, just because I don't necessarily 100% trust those guys?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see how much I need for rest. I think a wizard needs 8, but we can probably
Oh, okay. I forgot about Wizard.
work it.
Well, 6 hours is enough. Whatever. Just if it says long rest,
Say okay.
6 hours is fine.
Okay, longer. Okay, yeah, I will. How about I take the first watch and then we do it that way. So
Yeah.
I'll take the first watch with.
I mean,
with
we're going to be
Edo
sitting here
and-
if we're overnight. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be more than 6 hours.
It's going to be
Well,
an 8-hour
so-
sleep, pretty much. It's going to be 2 hours
Okay.
of Jortix's watch and then 6 hours of him sleeping, pretty much, give or take. So.
All right. Okay, that sounds good. I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Or-
All right, so this is a stopping point, but we can keep going if you guys want to keep going because I've got plenty of material. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's 11 o'clock, so it's up to you guys.
I don't have a problem keep going if you guys want to.
yeah, let's keep going.
All right, yep.
Is that
done
good?
the first
Is that
page.
good for you?
We've done the first page. We have page 2 now. So,
All right.
All right. See, I didn't
All
have
right, so
anything to worry about.
I'll be back 1 second.
All right.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to go over Jortix's watch.
Okay.
All right, so here, let me roll this. All right, roll. I guess you notice that Greeley is still up. One of the brothers is actually still up. Now you can give me a perception check.
Okay.
I need 2 perception checks, not advantage, just 2 separate perception
Okay.
checks. A 10 and a 5.
Cool.
All right. Besides Greeley being up, you don't notice too much out of. I mean, you just tend to the fire. Ona she's kind of restless for a puppy. She sits by your lap. You're looking off. You hear the typical nighttime sounds of a forest. Your watch goes by without a hitch. It is time to.
All right. I'll wake up Kijor then and let him know that I didn't see anything or hear anything, and that all seems to be clear for now anyway.
Sure.
And if Kijor is willing to do a 4-hour watch, then I'll wake up for the last 2 hours because that'll have given me my 6 hours of rest.
Sure.
That's fine with me.
So, Kijor is going to need. I'm going to need 2 things from Kijor. I'm going to need.
Well, actually, can I tell him that Greeley seemed to be awake more than
Sure.
more than what would have seemed normal, just so he's got kind of the lay of what's going on around us.
Sure thing.
All right.
So yeah, Kijor, you know that Jortix has spotted Greeley awake for some time.
Sure.
He is still awake when you're up. So, all right. So Jortix, you're going to sleep.
Yep. I'm getting my wizard rest.
All right.
And really doesn't have a watch, right? He should be sleeping with everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you know from the pattern that Edo or Barl are going to wake up here pretty soon, and they're going to switch their watches now. That they just take watches independent of each other. They don't seem to sleep a whole lot. So Greeley actually, just a few minutes after Jortix goes to sleep, Greeley goes and taps Edo. This guy, he goes and taps him on the shoulder. He wakes up, and his normal routine is just to kind of walk, just kind of pace around. He doesn't seem to be up to anything out of the normal. So I need 2 perception checks and 2 constitution checks, because you have not gotten you've been in a battle and you have not gotten your full night of sleep yet. 19, 16, so that is your perception. I need your constitution. Alright, so you get a little bit drowsy, but not too bad. You notice, you actually do notice, beyond just the nighttime woodland sounds, shoot, you notice some rustling off in the distance, but it sounds very, very far away. It is not even as close as what was at the glade. But you could tell, you actually kind of think it might actually be an animal, or like a bird.
Okay.
So how am I gonna do this? Alright, I need one final perception check from you, Kijor. Alright, and here comes a roll from me. No. This is the third hour of your watch. So it has not been 5 hours yet for you, Skippy. This is the third hour of your watch, so it's a perception check each hour. I need one more Constitution save.
Don't fall asleep on us.
He doesn't. You hear the rustling getting closer.
So which of these guys is still awake here?
Edo, this guy here, he is awake.
All right, so I'm gonna tell him that I hear something out there. I'm gonna go investigate,
Okay,
and which direction is it coming from?
it's coming from over this direction. Sorry, this direction.
Okay. So I'm going to head out here.
Give me a stealth check. Let me roll here. Oh, that's gonna be good enough.
Stop.
It's gonna be good enough. You do kind of make a little bit more noise than you would normally do in the day. But you do have dark vision, right? You're an elf.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, you're
Half elf, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you do have dark vision. You get a little bit tired. You're not as keen as you normally are. Give me another perception. You definitely hear something, but it is not coming from out here. You hear a lot of movement back here. There's something going on back at the campfire.
Okay. So I will move back close enough to wherever I can see what's going on. So just move me to wherever
Okay.
I have a visibility.
Roll another stealth. Oh, you're great. Yeah, you sneak up like right to the edge of the trees. Skippy, roll me 2 hit dice. Joseph, roll me 2 of your hit dice.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that was great.
You'll get, what's your con? Your con 3.
My con is 3.
So you're gonna gain.
Mine's 2.
You're gonna gain 7 hit points, and Joseph's gonna gain 4.
Alright.
Kijor sees that Dorn and Jortix have been bound, and they are setting up. They are right up against the wagon. Edo and Barl
Uh-oh.
and Handel are all awake. Handel says, "Well, I don't know where your friend went, but if there's any more bugbears out there, hopefully they got him. Alright, listen to you folks. I'm not nearly as dumb or bookish as you think I am. It's just business, but, well, you guys were stupid enough to think that I was actually going to pay you 60 gold for an escort to Gamor. We're not going to kill you, but we are going to rob you blind, and we're going to leave you here. So, sorry, old chaps, but it's time to head on out." So, Kijor sees all this. Yannick and Greeley, they just stand up like it's normal, like they've done this before. They start packing up their camp. They're going to leave. They're going to leave Dorn and Jortix tied up. They're going to take. Dorn's polearm. They're going to take Jortix's dagger, I guess. Yep. Dorn,
Yeah, that's all I got.
you can give me a strength check.
Okay.
12's not going to do it. You cannot break out of these bonds right now. You're still just a little bit too tired. The camp is almost done. Kijor, are you doing anything yet?
Are these guys positioned near their? They are.
They're now kind of like in. All right, here's the scene. Jortix and Dorn are by the fire. I guess they're kind enough to give you the fire. You cannot see Ona. She ran away. She's hiding off here. These guys have moved over to the side. Festin is still. He's not making any charades here. He's still out. But these guys are about to start moving.
Okay, so since I'm the only one that's not tied up, I don't really feel like I could take on 5 guys by myself.
Okay, that's
So I'm gonna let them move on a little bit.
pretty smart. All right, so these guys are going to start rolling. Let me drag them just a little bit further. All right.
You got Greeley behind Dorn's.
Yeah, I see him. All right, so these guys they're not going to get too far from you. Give me a perception check. All of you can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Great. All right. I'm gonna give you a chance to protest
I see the
your
bonfire.
abandonment.
All right. Do we need a persuasion here for? Hey, don't leave us behind.
You can do whatever you think you need to.
All right. Well, that's probably. Well, I'm probably not very intimidating.
No.
I'll try. No, that's not gonna.
All right.
No.
I want
Not this one.
to hear your plea though.
Well, how are we gonna get you safely to Gamler if you leave us back here?
Handel just kind of chuckles to himself. I think we'll be able to make it ourselves. And he just keeps rolling. And Kijor, you hear a loud rustling from up here. And a voice that you have not heard yet says, are you sure you're not going to need them to get you safely to Gamor? And out from the woods steps, oh Lord, I don't have these out there, but using our imaginations, out from the woods steps a halfling. Wait, 2 halflings. Wait, clones? No. 2 halflings that look identical to each other step out from the woods. They are brandishing a lute and a harp.
And where are these guys?
These guys are up here. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the lovely drawings. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Perfect. They tumbled. Well, that is not. They came from either side of the forest. They tumbled out to the front of the wagon, and the wagon stops. They say, the halfling over here says, yeah, that's right, you better be scared of us. Edo and Boral move forward. And Kijor, are you doing anything during this conversation?
How about
Yes,
you?
I am going to step up here and I'm going to
I need a stealth.
cut. Alright, yes.
Alright, let me roll. I know you make it. So you are undetected by the archers. They have seemed to be fixated. They have moved to the front of the wagon. They seem to be fixated on the conversation.
Alright, I'm gonna cut Dorn's bonds,
Sure. You have time to cut them both.
and then
Yeah,
I'll cut the.
yeah, we're half your side. You better be scared of us, says the.
Well,
So they took my polearm, right?
And I'm going to give Dorn my short sword.
Sure, sure.
I have an axe. I have a battle axe on my back, so.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've only seen you be very deadly with the pole arm, so you can have the axe. Yeah, you better. You're like twice our size. You better be scared of us. And they start to play music. They just start bursting into song. They're, oh shoot,
Very nice.
something prepared. You guys are fat and slow. You don't know where to go. We'll bash you in the head, leave you here for dead. And they just start dancing and playing this music, dancing around. Edo and Boral are going to go in to strike them. And from out of the woods over here, all right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to draw this up.
I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry, guys. I should have.
I don't know. I kind of like these little halflings here that we've got. Those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Everything's pay to win over here. Ridiculous. Try this again. Alright, we got this guy. We'll just say, oh, this is better. We got him and him. Sure. Alright. This guy and this guy. Here and here. Great. Alright. Him, and from out of the woods comes a... Alright, here comes him. You see a dwarf come flying out of the woods from the right here, and he tackles Ball. Then you hear a loud, an unimaginably loud noise come, and oh, come on, really? Ugh. Well, I don't know what to do here. Alright, fine. A half bird, half person. Does anyone want to give me a history check real fast?
Yeah. History.
Oh, Lord.
I crit failed that.
Skippy thinks it's
Negative intelligence.
Yeah, you think it's a pigeon. But Jortix knows that this is the fabled, or not the fabled, but the rarely seen Aarakocra. This is a rather large Aarakocra. He is brandishing 2 large swords, and he comes and flies, and he is lunging at Edo. And finally, you see from over. You see up here. I just pointed at my screen like an idiot. On this row of fighters, all you see is an arrow. You see 2 arrows come. Both of them knock the bows out of the hands of Gonik and Greeley. Alright, so what happens is not a fair fight. Quickly, this halfling joins him. Do you guys want to run up and take care of Gonik and Greeley? Or are you just going to watch? They are unarmed.
I'm keeping an eye on Hamdel.
Okay.
I want to see what he's up to. he's got my attention.
All right,
And
go ahead.
I'm wondering what does a potion do? How much life does it give me back?
It's 2d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink my potion.
Sure.
So 2d4 plus 2.
Sure.
Alright, 1 second. Roll. Okay.
Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry.
So I'm not quite full health, but I'm pretty good.
Crap, come on. Sorry, Twitch viewers. I just screwed that up. Alright.
So I'm up to 23 now.
All right.
Alright, so, alright. So you're past yourself up a little bit, and, we have, a large dwarf with what appears to be. He doesn't seem to have a hand. He seems to have a large. He doesn't seem to have a right hand. He seems to have a large, like, hammer instead of a hand. Yeah, it's like you can't see his hand at all. You just see a large, like, hammer fist, like an actual hammer fist. He's just wailing on Barl, and this is just a flurry of feathers just attacking Edo. Hamdel looks rather concerned. Gonick and Greeley are, I mean, they're backing up slowly. They didn't even reach for their bows. They're backing up into you guys. Like, they don't notice anything. They don't know you're free.
Okay. So
You got action.
I don't know if we got to do something here. I don't know if we want to.
I don't know who is friend or foe here, so
Yeah. So
I think we should just back off into the forest a little
Yeah,
bit and see
I
what
think
plays out.
I think I'm happy watching this go down, and
Okay.
I mean I'm guessing these newcomers are gonna probably they're probably gonna kill these guys and then take all their gold, which means Doran's pole or glaive too. But I think
Yeah, I'm gonna want my glaive.
yeah, I think our best bet.
They have a glaive store in Gamlar.
I think our best bet's to let these guys do what they're going to do, and then take them on after they finish them off, maybe. Or I don't know. Do we? I really don't want to jump in on the side of the guys that just left us tied up on the side of the road. So
Sure.
yeah, I think
Maybe.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just kind of heading over into the woods.
You're in the woods.
And
Alright.
yeah, I'm gonna I guess use a stealth to
Alright.
try and get there.
Alright, so things wrap up pretty quickly, actually. Gonick and Greeley, they finally break, and they just start running north. They just start up the path.
All right.
They, for all intents and purposes, they're dead, they're gone, they're just, whatever. They're gone.
Yep.
Festin, still unconscious. We got a battle raging here. Handel just seems useless. Like, he is beside himself. He's starting to holler, Dorn, Jortix, Ranger, whatever your name is, Hunter, come help me. And he turns and looks and he sees you're gone. And he Bahamut's breath, and he just utters a curse, and he starts heading towards the forest too.
All right.
Any action from you guys?
I'm gonna sneak up on him.
Yeah, I think that we want to sneak up and basically just grab him.
All right, are all
Yep.
of you guys sneaking up, or just?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back a little bit, but I definitely want to, try and cut off where I think he's headed to.
I need.
What do you need, a stealth check?
I need. No, I need. He's not gonna. He is very focused. I need an athletics check from you guys if you want to grab him and subdue him.
Okay, I'm gonna go up with him as well, so I'll do my
I'm
athletics.
definitely not grabbing, so
Yeah.
I'll watch the.
He would have to crit. No, he does not. Keydor grabs him. He's a, what? Oh, it's just you guys. Oh, thank goodness it's you all. This was just clearly a misunderstanding, and I am in need of some guards.
I'm pretty sure I understood you well when you said you weren't going to pay us.
Oh, 300 gold. Forget the 180, it's 300.
How about we just take everything that's in your wagon?
Yeah, we might just want to wait for these guys to finish you off and pick what's left.
Well, they won't be getting anything from my wagon. I can assure you that. It is guarded by the most precise of sigils and magic wards. He unhand me right now.
Dorn just kind of clubs him on the head.
All right, so he goes down. He's unconscious. All right, Jortix, back by you. You hear a voice that says,
I may have picked the wrong spot to stand.
you hear a voice, a very calm voice, and it just says, your mercy. That's admirable. It's just a very calm, still voice. And you turn your head, and like out of nowhere, there's a green person. It's not a goblin. It's just a green. It's like a green person. I mean, his skin is green, like the color of the leaves green. He has on a green tunic. He has a brown belt. But he doesn't even need a hood. His hair is green. His face is green. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a history to see if I can recognize what this guy is. 11.
You have no knowledge of why such a green-skinned person would be beside you.
I am surprised. I kind of jump a little bit and say, "Who are you? And what are you doing here? Are you with these new ruffians?"
Ruffians, my friend. We are the friends. We are not ruffians. And he's not. He doesn't say a lot of words. He just gives you a cool stare. All right. So Hamdall is out. Keydor and Dorn, you can see they have not killed Edo and Barl. And actually, there is now a halfling. There are now two halflings. Sorry, there are now two identical-looking halflings looking at Festin. They seem to be concerned about his well-being. And these two guys here are down for the count. You do not see the Birdman any longer. He is back in the woods.
Okay.
The dwarf, he is just he's like tapping on the wagon with his big old hammer fist. He's not like beating it. He's like tapping on it.
So it
Finally,
seems like
go ahead.
Good guys.
Finally,
Seems like. Oh, go ahead, Nom.
finally, he hollers out, it's all clear, damn it. And out from the woods steps a human. Let me, once again, sorry.
Is it a green? It's not the green skin
Nope, it's
guy.
not green skin.
That's not a human.
It is,
I wonder if he just had face paint.
we'll say it's, well, I don't want to use him. We'll say it's, we'll say it's this guy, why not? Out steps a human. He has like vividly orange hair, like is very like blazing orange hair, and he moves with a very fluid motion, He stops. He picks up the arrows that had knocked over the bows of Gonic and Greeley. He examines their bows, kind of gives a grunt. He throws them to the side, and he says, "Well, then, what do we have? What do we have here, Drimmin?" And the dwarf turns to him.
Driven.
The dwarf turns to him and says, what is...
The twins have been following this party for the better of 2 days here, and they decided that we should step in. It seems to be a good haul here.
and the twins are the halflings. They kind of perk up at their name. They grin, do a little dance. This guy back here, he's not doing so well. He's gonna live, but he took an arrow, pretty nasty arrow. From beside you, Jordix, the green-skinned individual says, "Come, let me introduce you. You can roll insight. You can roll whatever you'd like." He rolls a. He's not very persuasive, but he's very calm. Very.
Yeah, I want to see what
You just rolled you just crit.
I just critted on my insight.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you think this guy would have got the jump on you because you didn't notice him at all. You kind of trust him, kind of.
Yeah, I think.
Kind of.
Yeah, I think at this point there's enough of these guys sneaking in out of the woods. I have no reason to think there's not more of them out there either. So I think if these guys want to do us in, they're going to do us in, and
sure thing.
so I'll tell the rest of the party that I think we should go meet these people, this group.
All right.
I'll start walking over to the wagon.
Alright.
Should we bring Hamdel over as well?
Yeah, Dorn's gonna pick up Handel and kind of throw him over the shoulder. I can't move him myself, but just kind of bring him back over this way and put him on the ground.
What is that thing?
What is that thing exactly?
Is that a green stegosaurus? What is that? Oh, is that?
It's supposed to be humanoid in nature. It's
Okay.
green skinned, and it's
Okay.
It's the person. The archer, the man with the bow, turns and says, "Oh, you found our other friends. Yondo, introduce us." And so the green-skinned man says, "Yes, I believe we have, the small one is Jortix Fizzleflash. He seems to be quite intelligent. We have, the elusive
Why, thank you.
Kijor Veranorsa. He is very able with the bow. And lastly, we have the big fella here. All I know he goes by is Dorn. And I believe that is his polearm on the wagon. And, you guys have been introduced. Do you want to say anything?"
Yeah, I guess. Who are you, and why did you stop the wagon? We would have been chasing the wagon down for the next 2 days trying to get our belongings back.
And the man jumps up. He says, "Ha!" The archer. He jumps to the front and says, "Well, let me introduce myself. I am Dammit. I have what you would call a following. We are the faithful friends of Falorn. And you do not need a history check for this. You know Falorn is a kingdom to the east. It used to be a mighty kingdom, a mighty militaristic kingdom. Its capital seat is, its capital seat is Elarin, Elarin. It's like Eladrin without the D. Mainly humans, some dwarves, some elves, but mainly humans. Like a common mix of races, but mainly humans.
Is this archer? This archer's a human?
Yeah, he's also human. Yeah. He says, yes, my name is Dammit, but you might know me as the Fox. And you can roll me a history check. Anybody can.
Okay.
Well, he's not as famous as he seems to think he is. Because you've never heard of the Fox. So,
Fox?
he says,
What do you say?
he says, that's not funny. I've heard it too many times. It's like a bad song that repeats over and over again. And trust me, I get enough bad songs from those two up there. And the twins, the two halflings giggle, and they start playing another song, and he just sighs. Ugh. There they go again.
I like those guys.
And he says,
I kind of nod. They're about the same size as Jortex, so he's excited to see some more.
they get a
more
couple
short
inches
people.
on you, but yeah, they are, you know. He says they bound up to you and say, "Hi, I'm Tannic and I'm Taunus. Oh wait, I'm Tannic and I'm Taunus. Wait, he's Tannic and he's Taunus." And they just giggle again, and you've met Tannic and Taunus, the halfling twin bards.
Okay, so I think I'll just call you boys the twins.
That'll work. The one with the harp starts plucking a tune, and the one with the lute just starts like yodeling almost. And Dan says, "Okay, enough, boys, please. God, please, just stop." You've seen Drimmen. He's got a bit of a problem with his hand, but we fixed it up. And Yondo the Green there, well, you can guess why we call him the Green. And you might have seen briefly our scout, but he seems to have gone. I'll let him introduce himself whenever he makes himself available. But I have a proposition for you boys. Would you like to join the faithful friends of Falorn? You seem to be able. He just like assumes that you would. I mean, he's not giving you any information. He just like offers you up.
Let me roll a history. I want to see, have I heard of the faithful friends of Falorn?
Yep, a 20. Okay, yes. This is. Let me just give you the story. This is like Robin Hood and his merry men. This is an organization of vigilantes within the kingdom of Falorn that has been going on for many a year, ever since the last great war that kind of tore apart Falorn. This group got formed whenever like the feudal system got placed back into being to kind of like restore order, and so they are pretty much Robin Hood and the Merry Men. You assume the Fox to be their leader. He's taking front stage. You're not wrong.
Okay.
Let's see here. How do I? What else?
So I guess
go ahead.
So is Falorn ruled kind of harshly? Is that what I would know of that kingdom?
You don't think it's rather harsh. It's just very. It's like, well, you might say it's harsh. It's very hierarchical. I mean, it is a feudal system. They pay taxes to, serfs pay taxes to the lords, to the vassals, to the lords, to the king. And it is very rigid caste. It is. I mean, it is a feudal system. You haven't really heard. You seem to think that the feudal system kind of put Falorn back together, but it's not the best way to live. But the kingdom seems to have been righted after the war because of it.
Okay. The faithful friends are kind of
Yeah.
helping out those that get left behind by the system.
Yeah, they definitely take advantage of some rich travelers that come through their part of the woods.
Well, Kijo is kind of an outcast from the system anyhow, so he's open to joining up.
Yeah, and Danet says, I know you have a lot of questions, but I'm going to be pretty blunt. Falorn is in some bad times, so what I told you was the history. Falorn, well, the whole thing has just gone to hell. Ever since Artelis and the twins pop up, the might of the people. The other one says, more like the plight of the people. And they giggle again, and and Dan says, yes, thank you. Artelis, the might of the people. Ever since he vowed to restore the glory of Falorn, whatever that seems to mean, they have been basically enslaving people into building a war machine. We don't know what his moves are. It's just there's been a lot of strife caused. Our avenues of revenue, as it were, are drying up. Everything is kind of turtling into the capital city of Elloren. There aren't many rich travelers out to accost and gain some cost. I'm sorry for all my punny intro. Let me just cut to the chase. Something is wrong with this king, and like it or not, we've had to expand our area. We're going to let you go. We're going to let you have your stuff, but you're welcome to join us in the morning if you'd like.
So, are you guys planning on camping near here? Well, I guess it.
We have our base back there. Unless you're going to join us, we'd rather you not follow us. But we'll be here in the morning if you want to sleep on it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We can kind of decide how we if we want to join these guys. I think Jortix is. I mean, he's all about finding out new knowledge, and he's kind of. It seems like these guys are on the right side of. They're not out to hurt people. They're kind of doing what's right, and Jortix is a big fan of that, so he's.
Dorn is as well, since I'm chaotic good, so it sounds like they're kind of trying to do the good thing. He does really want his glaive back, and was wondering if maybe we could get the money that we had been promised.
All right, so you can ask that. You can ask that, Evan.
We can check Hamdel's.
Yeah.
I guess we'll probably checking Hamdel's pockets as they're doing this.
Sure. Hamdo doesn't have any gold on him. He keeps it in his wagon. He warned you about it being warded, so you might want to make some type of check first.
That's the Arcana check. I'm assuming.
Well, we asked. I'm not going to I don't think we would just start rummaging through the wagon.
Sure. All right. So pose your question to Danet.
So, I'm interested in, I'm at least somewhat interested in what you've got to offer, but, would it be possible for us to get our weapons and possibly the money that we had been promised by these losers?
Oh, well, they are losers. How much did he offer to pay you? Well, offer to pay
60
you.
60 each.
60 each, eh? Sure, this guy has lots of gold in here. Throw it to him, Drimmen. Drimmen, he reaches into the wagon, and he ugh! Not just kidding, this guy's a schlub. He didn't have anything on here. He reaches out, and with his left hand, he reaches out and throws you some bags of gold. They actually have 100 gold apiece in there, so you guys made a little bit more. So you guys now have 300 total. He tosses you back the polearm.
Dorn grabs it and almost caresses it.
I probably got my dagger too, which
yeah, sure.
I'm not sure has ever been off of the little sheath on my belt, but
yeah, sure.
Feels like it belongs there.
He tosses it to you too. All right, so you guys are. They're going. We'll take the wagon from here, and we'll also look after. We'll look after the wounded here. Yondo, he is a very skilled healer, and Yondo just kind of
Why don't we?
nods.
Should we send Hamdol with them too? Since I don't really want to deal with him.
Oh, him? We'll let German take care of him. So, German has produced 3 strands of rope, like 3 big strands of rope. He ties up all 3 of Edo, Barl, and Handel, and he just starts dragging them north up the path. And so now they're gone.
Okay.
Unless you have a concern about those 3.
No, I'm not.
I have no concern about them.
No, they haven't exactly earned any goodwill from us. So
Sure.
So Dorn looks at Kijor and Jortix and says, well, why don't we camp here tonight? Maybe we can chat amongst ourselves and kind of just figure out what we want to do, and then maybe we could talk to these guys in the morning.
yeah, well, I'll look to Danet and kind of ask if he's going to be. Are you going to be back in the morning so we can talk further about joining your band?
Yeah, he says, yeah, we will stop by in the morning, but we're going to take the wagon now.
Okay.
It's probably almost morning already since we had woke up in the middle of the night. Give us a little time so we can, maybe noon, so we can actually get a decent rest in.
Okay, as you say that, the sun is breaking over the dawn. This is the last piece. This is the last thing I have on my sheet, so I want to get this over with before we break the night. Before I forget.
Okay.
This is a crucial moment here. I need everyone to give me a strength check, or strength or dex. Strength or dex, your highest, whichever you choose.
Okay. 1 second. Well, that would be that.
All right, so you.
Is it a check or the save?
It's whatever. It's just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. The ground, like you start to feel the ground tremor, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and the ground is shaking. First pebbles start to move and shake. The bonfire goes out. The wagon starts to rickety and shake and shudder, and everything is it's an earthquake. I mean,
That's a pretty good earthquake sound effect. I like that.
everyone. There has never been a recorded earthquake in any history that you might have read. Like, so you don't know what is happening. Like, you think the earth is just gonna like swallow you up or something. You have no clue.
The gods have angered us. We've angered the gods.
Yes, something like that. Yes, the twins are like you can see fear on all of their faces. I mean, they are concerned. All right, so from then, this lasts. I mean, this keeps going and going and going. Trees fall over. You hear crashing trees, and you hear a giant crack. You hear a giant crack. It sounded like it is so loud, and it sounded like it came from over to the east. Everyone looks over there, and then down comes the Aarakocra, the ranger, the scout. He lands, and he says, "Danet, the mountain range. The earth is split open. Something large is headed straight for Falor." And that is where we'll break.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see what. Hopefully, it's not anything too large that we have to deal with directly right away.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it'll take a couple of levels to get to Falorn, but hey.
You'll probably get to Falorn, but you will not be fighting anything that breaks mountains for a while.
So, how much experience will we get for this last session
You
here?
know what? You guys are level 3.
Awesome. I dig that.
Nice.
I go by how good of a session I thought we had and how much story I got through, and I think we
That was-
had lots of checks, lots of successes. You know, you guys rolled really well, and we fought. You handled that bugbear and his group pretty well. So I think that you all are now level 3.
Awesome.
You all can send word. You can send word back to Valderheim. I don't know how you would do that. I don't know. Somehow you can send word somehow. Maybe Alfred can do it.
Oh yeah, Alfred's got some. I think there's a way to do that through him.
Sure.
Should be able to communicate.
We'll
But,
figure
yeah,
something out. We need
Yep.
we need a tie-in for the others if they want to join us, and if you guys,
for them to meet us if
Yeah.
we.
if you choose to go to Falorn, which is where I'm
Okay.
driving you, if you choose to go there,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's where the train tracks are headed.
that's
so.
where the rails are going. So they will be able to find you eventually in Falorn. So yep, it's the daybreak of that 4th day. A giant earthquake has happened, and see what happens next.
All right, sounds good.
Nice.
Cool. And Aaron, thanks for taking over and DMing. That was a pretty cool session. I had a lot of fun.
Good. I'm still learning a lot of things, but at least I have a story and I know how combat, like how to set up encounters work. So I have 2 weeks now to think up of cool things to happen in Falorn. So hopefully by the time we get there, I have the overarching story. But the hardest part
Yep.
for me is is getting
How to-
those encounters. Like I don't know how much is fun, how much is too much story. We'll figure it out. So
Yeah, good job, Hex.
sweet.
That's pretty good.
Definitely.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm gonna stay
Yeah,
here a little bit. Learn
the,
about Row 20, but
The after encounter with this group here was kind of cool too, not knowing if they were
yeah,
Yeah.
friendly or not.
I'm like, okay, I don't really think we want to attack these guys because it looks like they're going to handle, the crew that just tied us up. But
yeah. You guys were level 2, and these guys were like level 5 and 6. If you tried to attack
Yeah.
them, they would have just
I think it would
they
have.
would have just knocked you out, and then I would have had
Yeah.
been writing story for you guys in Gamor, I guess. So
Yeah. It would have ended up in a completely different place.
well, you might have made your way to Falorn eventually, but maybe
Yeah.
not with the merry men here. Or sorry, the faithful followers. So.
All right. Hey, Hegs, do you want me to show you how to use the Fog of War?
I think I actually figured it out too late. I didn't realize that I didn't set it here. Let me move you to here. Alright, can you guys see?
Okay, yeah, you've got that.
Yeah, you got a bunch of it hidden, but there's some of it. I can see the numbers 1 and 2.
Right. This is actually from the starter
Yep.
set. So
Yep.
now let me. I did figure it out. It was just too late. So
Okay.
now that's revealed to you guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it works.
There you
All
go.
right. So I know that for next time. I figured it out, but I forgot to put it back that way in the other area. But
Okay.
sweet.
All right. Well, 2 weeks sounds good to me.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Whew.
See you later.
I was slightly nervous.
That's a hard thing is kind of you're writing the show like literally, and it's
Yeah.
like hopefully I'm making this so people are having fun, but
Yeah.
yeah,
And
no, I had a good time. That was a good.
Always, whenever I listen to these podcasts, like the first episode is always the DM talking a lot, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But I definitely want you guys to start driving the story more after this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This-
that's good.
The group of 3 we had here tonight was kind of tough because we don't have a party face.
Right.
Jortix has got 8 charisma, and I think that's probably where Dorn is too. And then, we at some point we'll have. Maybe we'll have a rogue that can,
Yeah.
deal with some of that for us, but we're working it. We'll get there as long as Vortex doesn't insult somebody with his 8 charisma.
Yes, yeah. And I actually, as I was writing this, I actually found that my plot is actually part of it is like kind of the same idea as Elemental Evil. Like I just kind of put the two together there. So like, oh, maybe I got the idea from that, but like I was like, oh, I'm kind of bummed now. But yeah, I came up with it separately. But
do you have that Princes of the Apocalypse book
yeah,
or no?
I don't have it, but I was looking through it. I was actually searching. I was trying to figure out like elemental deities, and it popped up with Princes of the Apocalypse. Like, oh my god, this is like this. They're doing this right now. So
yeah, I've got the PDF of that if you want it.
Yeah, if you can send it to me, yeah, because I actually probably could use a lot of ideas from that. I am not afraid to use other people's ideas.
No, don't be.
Yeah,
definitely don't be. Especially for maps and stuff, because a lot of the maps you find in those are a lot better than anything you can put together yourself.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, if I had a forest map, I would have used it, but this is pretty simple. You're on a road, there's forest, and there are some goblins over there, so yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, I'm glad you guys had some fun.
No, that was good. Yeah, I'll send you that the Elemental Evil stuff tomorrow.
Okay.
Get that to you.
All right, I'm gonna take off, guys.
Yep, me
I'll
too.
see you.
Sweet.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Yep.
Later.
Thanks again.
So, thanks for joining us, guys. This is my first ever session as a GM, like using my own stuff. It was interesting. I could have been a little bit more prepared, but I think I learned a lot of things here. And I'll work on my voices for next week. They all kind of sounded the same, I think. So I'll work on my voices a little bit, and we'll see what happens to the group in Falorn. I hope it's an exciting campaign for them, and I think it gives them a lot of opportunity to kind of play their own game once we get into the open world aspect of it, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks with this group here. Big shout outs to Skippy, Joseph, and House, the players, and to Roll20 again, and to all the viewers that stopped by, except for the ones that disgraced the chat over there for a little bit. Love you too. It's a necessary evil. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.